today's subjects. So excited to gather with you, see your faces, driving, hanging out, some of your names, loving it. I'm Christy Jex. Maybe you don't know that, but that's my name. I am a Sapphire. Been sharing plexus for 3 years, and I'm so excited about this new season, you guys, because I feel like we are starting to step into some different seasons on our team, and we're learning the value of really good training, and we're learning the value of taking, those of you who are you at least have reached gold, and really telling you what it takes to be successful and really pouring that into you. So we are excited because we're investing more in training, more time, more of our energy and our emotional bandwidth into pouring into you what we think, what we talk about, the things that we see work, the things that we see not work, so that you guys can be empowered to really take ownership and make this work for you and your family. So I get to talk for just a minute. We're going to talk about a couple different things today that you probably haven't, maybe you've heard us talk about it, but probably not in this depth and to this degree, and it's good stuff. So I'm going to talk first about business ownership. Okay, this is something that Brooke and I were talking about a few weeks ago, and just like my heart was on fire, just getting these light bulb moments and realizing maybe some things that having those light bulbs that I didn't always have, I didn't always understand. And we definitely want to share those with you so that you can glean and get your own light bulb moments as well. So business ownership. You guys know that you own a business, right? Nod. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I love when you guys are looking at me and engaging. It gives me energy, and I feel like my training is better. So feel free to engage. I like that. Drop in the comments, yes or no, do you know that you're a business owner? Like a real business owner. I want you to engage. So I think this is one of the things that is a common misunderstood concept, because a lot of times all the faces instead, oh dang it, I missed that. Somebody said something. Oh, I can see all the faces. I always do. I can't, if I'm talking to myself, it's going to fall flat. I got to see your faces. That's what gives me energy. But a lot of us go into this kind of accidentally, right? I know it's divinely orchestrated, but we kind of just stumble into this business of sharing plexus. And a lot of us already have full plates. A lot of us are moms and dads, or maybe we just have a full-time job and we didn't really intend on starting a business. Can you guys relate to me on that? You didn't say, I think I want to be a business owner, so let me start this. It's more like line upon line, you start to go, ooh, I'm feeling better and I love to help people, and oh, I could go silver, and then you're like, ooh, what about gold? So it kind of happens gradually. But the bottom line is, you guys, you are a business owner, okay? You are a legit boss babe or boss bro, I just made that up, business owner. I'm sure there's guys that will watch this either now or in the future, so we're not going to forget about them. So business ownership is something that I feel like we could use some educating on, or just some perspective, right? So I know several traditional business owners, lots. Okay, I'm going to turn off my notifications so I'm not getting the ding. I know a lot of really successful traditional business owners. I'm sure you do too. How many of you know successful business owners? Anybody? Okay, so the deal is business ownership is legit. It's legit. It can be a legit money-making opportunity, but it's a legit commitment in a lot of different ways. For me personally, James and I have always had that entrepreneurial spirit. We've always known that we could have it all. We have that seed planted. It's in the DNA of who we are. And we love the thought of creating value and finding ways to create value and orchestrate a lifestyle that is to the fullest, right? We've always had that desire, always had that seed planted. So we've tried some different things. You guys know that we did network marketing a few years ago. For a solid 3 years, we sold out to that company. We dug in. I showed up this same way, like I show up for Plexus. I showed up there for 3 years. I loved the vision. I loved what they were selling was expand your mind, right? Residual income and having the lifestyle of your dreams, all those things, right? That blew our minds wide open. But we also did a traditional business. Did you guys know that? We sold on Amazon. We had water bottles that were called Sockety Swigs. Sockety goes wherever I go, right? So we sold fruit infuser water bottles on Amazon. We invested in a training. Guys, so I want to paint a picture for you of what it looked like to be a business owner, because we've always wanted to do that. We spent like $6,000 on a training just to learn how to do it. $6,000. We invest $35. And then we invest in our own products. So when people say things like, oh, I mean, I got to get in the black because, you know, I'm still spending money on my products, I just straight up say, nope, you're not investing anything in this business. You're paying for your own products. Like, that's not a business investment. That's what you're choosing to use. We invested $6,000 straight up just to get in the door to learn how to do it, okay? And then they talk about, okay, now you need to find someone that can create a logo for you. You need someone that can create packaging. You need to decide on a product. You need to find a supplier. And all those things cost money. It costs $400 for someone to simply create a packaging like blueprint, just to create it. And then it costs like $1,500 to get 1,000 packages made. And then it costs $3,000 to get another like 1,000 bottles. And then it costs money to get a logo. Like, guys, we spent a lot of money, but we had the mindset of a business owner. Business owners understand that there is no free lunch. Business owners understand that you don't just get to show up and have success right away. You have to invest something. There is a price to pay, right? And guess what? We did well for a while. We did well. We scraped even. Guys, we still stopped because we had to stop the bleeding. We were spending too much money and it was hard to turn a profit because then we had to pay for advertising to even get visibility on Amazon. Guys, business ownership is no freaking joke. And that's what I want you to understand is traditional business, you invest a lot. And I want you to write down, there is a price to pay. So business ownership, there's a price to pay. There's a ton of different kinds of businesses that you can do, a ton of different ideas that you could capitalize on, but there is one common theme in business ownership. There is a price to pay, period. End of story. There's no free lunch. Okay, I have a friend, Lori, I wanted to have her on our call, but that girl's busy and totally invested in her business. And so I'll tell you, she is a very successful esthetician, very successful. You should follow her on Instagram, LW Skincare. She has pink hair, big, beautiful, fluffy lips, and she is amazing. She has a beautiful heart. She's a hustler. That girl has literally created a business from nothing. And she just opened a clinic in Idaho where she has several estheticians working under her. The reason I'm telling you about her, because I went to a retreat with her. Preston put on a mindset retreat, and she was there, I was there, we connected. Like, I love that woman and love her story and honor what she's done. But I want you to understand what she does. So she was talking about, we had a $40,000 month where we brought in $40,000 of revenue. And yet the take home with that, you guys, is not $40,000. When you're a traditional business owner and you have to pay rent and you have expensive products and you have expensive machines and you pay for advertising and you pay for your employees, can you imagine being in charge of a $40,000 a month operation and having to pay all the people and make sure, I mean, that's a headache, right? She's amazing at it. And if you ever watch this, Lori, I'm in awe, right, at all you do. But when I was listening to her talk, I had a gut check. And I was like, okay, I got to be really grateful for the business that I have, because business ownership is no freaking joke. There is a price to pay. Circle it again, okay? Because I'm gonna come back to that. So Wes Sorenson, Ricky's husband. Ricky Sorenson is an emerald on our team. In Hawaii, we talked to Wes. He's a very successful traditional business owner. He owns like 3 or 4 businesses. And he was like, you guys, your business is a dream come true. He's like, you don't have to deal with employees. You don't have to hire. You don't have to fire. You guys have to wake up, stay motivated, and keep sharing your product. Like, guys, he's like, your business is a dream come true. So I wish I could reach into your heart and your mind and just shift you to business owner mindset. Because when you really get business and you really get what it takes to be a successful business owner, you will take off with Plexus more than ever. Because let's talk about the price that we pay in Plexus. Okay? We don't pay the price financially. We just don't. Even investing, like when Brooke and Emily and I and Kimberly and Sonia and Chris and all these leaders and Hannah, and when you get to a certain level, you start to reinvest in your team a little bit through incentives, through prizes, right? We don't invest a fraction of what most business owners have to invest. When I sat there in that retreat and I listened to Lori, who's a traditional business owner, tell us what she was investing, what she was making, and feeling a little bit nervous about bringing home money because it's just part of the business owner mindset is I can't pay myself, right? Because I got to pay for the employees. I look at Chris Aquin has a business that she runs as well, that she totally gets this. But the reason I'm telling you that is I sat there in that moment and I had a huge burst. You know what a Christy burst is? It's if I'm with you, I'm going to squeeze you and kiss your cheek and like, ooh, hurt you because I love you so much. Like, that's a burst. My heart bursted for what we do. And it makes, like, I'm getting choked up. This is crazy. But you guys, what? I'm a dork. What I feel is like deep. But I had a huge burst for what we do. Guys, we are so blessed to have what we have. And I sat there and thought like what I take home out of my income, and I thought like what all of you take home out of your incomes and what it does for your family right away. You don't have to stick with this for 3 years making no money like traditional business owners do. That's the price to pay, you guys. That's traditional business. There is no free lunch. You have to pay a price somewhere. So my heart just was on fire about how blessed we are and how amazing this opportunity is. But what I hope you get out of this is you gotta switch your brain. You are not in a hobby. This is not a fun little girls' night. This is a business. This is a rockin' freaking business. And the money that you make is pure profit. Okay? So when we talk about reinvesting, I cannot stand when I hear people say, oh, I can't afford to do investments this month because of this and that. And I think, nope, you don't get it. You don't have a business owner mindset. Because if you were a traditional business owner, you wouldn't be making any money right now. You'd still be investing and barely scraping even. Okay, and I say that with all the love in my heart because it's a mindset shift. I didn't always think that way. Like I remember having it sting a little when I was like, oh, like $200 in investments, you know, in incentives or whatever. When I was like a Ruby, I was like, okay, like I understood business enough that I knew that that's part of it, right? But the money that you're making now, you have generated out of hustle, reaching out. You have not invested money for that, right? So all the money you're making now, you didn't have before Plexus. So you need to start thinking like a business owner, right? And appreciate this like a freaking business owner. Because when you do, you're going to take off and you're going to start to dig in and have more gratitude. And when you have heavy, serious, heartfelt gratitude, you feel peace, you feel excitement, you attract really good things. You attract more customers, you attract more business builders. It's the best vibration you can have is gratitude. So I want everyone, I'm going to challenge you before this call's over, while we're talking, I want you to write a list of 10 things that you are grateful for in your Plexus business. Because dang straight, if you have a business owner mindset, you could go off for 30 or 40 or 50 things that you're grateful for in your Plexus business. So I just wish I could like reach in and change your little heart just a teeny bit so you can see this with a new perspective. The last thing I want to share is the price we pay. We don't financially invest. We don't, okay? Oh, P.S., to go to their convention, which we went to for 2 years, they only do them once a year, It was $1,000 per person to go to their convention. And we paid it without even thinking about it, because we understand, business owners understand that your mindset, your heart is the most valuable asset you have. And you invest in personal growth, in conventions, in things that help you grow as a person. There should be no question about those kind of investments if you are a business owner and you have a business owner mindset. No brainer. When there's opportunities for you to invest in coaching or in a convention that's going to help you level up as a person, the answer is a hard yes. Okay? I'm not saying you spend every penny you make on it. Obviously, that's not business owner mindset. Business owner mindset is, though, I realize that I am the most valuable asset that I have, and I am worth investing in, and that is the thing that's going to make more money for you, is you, investing in you, right? So we don't have to invest $1,000 to go to a convention. We invest like 100, right? Obviously, there's hotel rooms, and I get that. I totally get that. Even still, it is a drop in the bucket, right? Compared to the very clean profit that we take home, okay? The last thing I want you to write down, you wrote down the price to pay. There's always a price to pay in business ownership. The price that we pay in Plexus, we commit to emotional management to learn how to manage our emotions. That is the price that we pay in network marketing. We pay the price of committing to the journey of personal growth, period. No stopping. No, oh, I did that for 2 months and I didn't see results, so now I'm not going to do it. No. If you have a business owner mindset and you are a driven entrepreneur and you feel like there's more for you, you will commit to the long-term picture of personal growth. Always. I will always have a coach. I will always invest a lot of money in having a coach. Period. End of story. Because I get it, right? And people that get it, they do. Sonia, that girl, she gets it. Okay. Also, we pay the price of growth, right? We choose the path of growth over the pain of staying the same. That's a business owner mindset. It's a price that we pay. We also pay the price of willing to be new at things. That's something I've always been really good at. I'm not good at a lot of things, but something I've always been good at is, when something comes up and it's new, most people want to be perfect at it right away and they don't give themselves time or patience to figure it out. I've always been someone that was like, I don't know how to do that, but I am willing to be new at it and I'm willing to learn how to do it. That's another thing that's the price you pay in Plexus, is that willingness to be new at something. And then lastly, the price that we pay, we persevere. That's the price that you pay to be successful and be in Plexus. Guys, I'm telling you the shiz that is real. This call is real shiz. This is not hype. We're telling you the things that we have learned so that you can dig in and start to do these things. So that's what we pay. The price we pay is we learn to manage our emotions. We learn we're always personally growing. We choose growth, which is painful, but way less painful than staying the same. We pay the price of willing to be new at things and allowing ourselves to be new at things. Then we pay the price of persevering. 5 things. Now, is that something that you can do? Can you pay those prices? Nod or shake. Nod. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, everybody can pay that price if they choose to. That's what makes network marketing so freaking amazing. You don't have to come to the table with $5 grand or 10 grand or 150 grand. You come to the table with those 5 things, willing to pay the price. There's more, but those were just the things that I kind of thought off the top of my head. And you can make a freaking killing and show up in a big way. So that's it.
Well, I'm pretty fired up after that.